In this video, I'm going to talk about my top 8 plays in crypto in 2023 and why I think you should check them out as well. If we haven't met yet, I'm Nils Smith, your social media guide. I talk about all things social media, and I also do some tech gadget reviews, and I do some Web3 and crypto and NFTs, a big part of Web3 and where that's going. And so I want to help the people that I'm helping in Web2 transition into Web3, and social media is not going anywhere, but it is expanding. The internet is expanding, and we now have digital money in cryptocurrency, and it's a fascinating phenomenon. I actually wrote a book called Crypto for Good about 4 years ago, and helping nonprofit leaders learn how to accept cryptocurrency as a donation, why they should do that, and then how people can use crypto for good in different ways. But I want to talk about some of the crypto projects that I'm invested into with cryptocurrency and why I'm focused on these projects. I do want to be clear, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who is passionate about crypto and Web3 and digital, all things digital, and we're talking digital money. So I want to share my top projects here in 2023 and what I'm focused in on. So working backwards as I'm looking at top 8 projects, number 8 is Constellation. So this is the DAG token, DAG, and this is a project I followed for the last couple of years and got invested into it in 2022. And with everything else, I've seen it dip, but I've actually seen it hold a lot more stable than others. DAG is kind of considered a layer 0 blockchain. They're doing a lot of technology innovation. They're actually working with the US military a little bit and some of the things they're doing in blockchain technology. And so everything I learn about Constellation and what they're building from a technology infrastructure standpoint tells me this is a stable technology project that is just foundational, is just getting started. So I believe from a return standpoint, there's going to be some great opportunity for the DAG token to see increased value in the coming years. And so that's why I have chosen to invest in it in 2022 and plan to continue to invest in it and hold what I've got in 2023 because I believe the value of that token and that crypto project is only going to increase. Number 7 is Litecoin. Litecoin is one of the first tokens I got into. It's actually probably the third token I got into, with Bitcoin, Ethereum being the first two, and then Litecoin. As I studied crypto and was just getting to know it, Litecoin was basically a replication of Bitcoin, but I like that I actually got to know where it was created and basically kind of learned from some of the things Bitcoin had developed and how it was being used and created what they perceived, the creators of it, to be a better Bitcoin, a better cryptocurrency. I'm not sure that it will ever really compete with Bitcoin, but I'm also passionate about it because I also was able to buy a Litecoin mining machine. And so over the last couple of years, I have mined about $1,000 worth of Litecoin out of my office. So at night when I'm not working, my mining machine is actually printing I call it my digital money printer. So it's helping to run the Litecoin blockchain and cryptocurrency, and it's giving me returns in Litecoin. And so because of that, I've been able to collect quite a bit of Litecoin, and it's just a cryptocurrency that I believe in and I think is going to be stable. I don't think it's going to go away. While I wouldn't put it at the top of my list, I do have it in my top 8 and will continue to into the foreseeable future. Okay, so as I give this list, I want to be clear, all of these could go to zero. I have lost tons of money in cryptocurrency, and while I've had some things really, 100x, I've also had plenty of things that I've bought into go to zero. And I kind of like the riskier stuff. So I want to be clear. Sometimes, these are my predictions and my guesses, but it's just that it's a guess based on my research. But they always say in crypto, do your own research. And so that is so important. And so I hope this will almost function as a place of I didn't know about DAG or I didn't know about Litecoin. So this will give you something to research and learn more about so that you can choose your own investment. So talked about DAG, talked about Litecoin. Number 6 on my list is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the king of cryptocurrency. I believe in Bitcoin. I am working towards actually owning a full Bitcoin. It's been a goal of mine, and because I like being diversified, I don't put everything into Bitcoin, but I believe it's going to be the most stable. The reason I don't have a ton of Bitcoin is it's honestly not risky enough for me. It's very stable. I think it's going to continue to grow. I think it's going to, multiply over itself in the coming year. But I'm looking for things that are going to like 20, 30x. I don't know that Bitcoin is going to do that in the next couple of years. And so while I want to continue to accumulate Bitcoin, I'm going to do that slower than some of the other tokens because I don't think it's going to grow as fast as some of the other projects that I'm invested in. So Bitcoin, though, is definitely in my top 8 and it's got to be in the top 8. It probably should be my top 5, and I probably should not be as risky at the top, but yeah, it's how I choose to invest. So Bitcoin is my number 6 project. And number 5, right there with Bitcoin, was my second investment, Ethereum, ETH, and so I am a big believer in ETH. I always hold ETH, mostly because that's what I like to buy NFTs with, and that's what you primarily can buy and sell NFTs with, and it's just has the most utility of any other cryptocurrency. It's what you can actually use to buy, sell, and trade, and even other cryptocurrencies are built on top of Ethereum, and so because the whole ecosystem is so dependent on Ethereum and that Ethereum blockchain, it just makes sense to me that Ethereum is going to continue to grow in value and have significant value. So Ethereum is something I'm always buying. I often am selling it, mostly because I'm buying an NFT with it. But then even when I sell another NFT, I'm holding it in Ethereum, and just believe that Ethereum as a token, as a cryptocurrency, is going to continue to rise in value. I think it's also right there at Bitcoin, probably the most stable investment you can make in cryptocurrency, maybe even more stable, some would debate, than Bitcoin. I would probably debate the other way, but Ethereum is definitely in my top 5. Number 4 is MATIC, MATIC. This is Polygon's token. Polygon, is just a company. A friend of mine works for Polygon in their marketing division. I got to go to some of their events at NFT NYC. But Polygon just seems to be in the middle of all things Web3, and they really seem to be. They sponsored the Bored Ape Yacht Club event or party that I went to. That's actually how I got to go, through my friend at Polygon. Invited me to be a part of that. They are basically doing all the NFTs on Instagram. They're just a part of seemingly everything, and they seem to just make everything function better. And so when I see new, especially NFT projects developing, they're almost always seemingly on the Polygon network or connected to Polygon in some way. And so I love what Polygon is doing, and I naturally believe that the cryptocurrency that's tied to their functionality is going to do well. And so when I see business that's continued to thrive, even in what has been a bear market, Polygon is just something that I'm going to invest in and invest more into. So the MATIC token is something that I'm getting more and more of here in 2023. So number 3 is probably the riskiest of all of my projects, but it's something that I have just seen a lot of return on, and that's Vaper nodes. So VPND is the token, and I bought into Vaper nodes about a year ago, and have staked most of those tokens and staked them as nodes, and then saw a lot of returns from that, and actually cashed out double what I put into it pretty early on, and I've just seen my investment grow. And the reason that I'm a real believer in Vaper nodes is I've seen this small project in this team, talk about building, their own kind of node system and their own DEX for people to be able to exchange cryptocurrencies, and they're building their own chain. They're building a lot of things, and they've actually executed on their promises. So where I've seen a lot of other similar projects crash and go to zero, theirs has just continually grown and developed, and they've done it in a way that's had essentially their users win and have the success alongside of them. And so the way they have continued to steadily build over the last year makes me bullish on continuing to invest in them into this next year. And so while this is a riskier project from my perspective, it also has the greatest potential return of any project that I'm invested in. So it's a project that I'm bullish on, that you are less likely to have heard about, but I think you're very likely to probably see good return. And I think it's really worth paying attention to and digging into, doing your own research on, is what I'm encouraging you to do here. So Vaper Notes is that project. Number two is one that I've been bullish on for a long time, and I continue to remain even more bullish on, and that's Presearch. So PRE is that token. Presearch, they've created their own search engine, basically a Google for Web3. And they've done an incredible job. It's what I use for all of my search now. And you can get paid in crypto to search the internet. And I actually run about 30 nodes to help run their search results. And they built basically a decentralized search engine. It's so cool. The technology they're building is so cool. It's so well built. They continue to innovate at an incredible rate. And so while their token has gone down significantly over the past year, mostly because the whole crypto market has gone down, I have watched their team continue to build through this bear market, and I have continued to reinvest into this project because I am bullish on where it's going. It has the most utility of any project that I can tangibly see through cryptocurrencies, specifically focused on cryptocurrency. So I just believe in the technology they're building. I believe in the project that they're building and the work they're doing. And so I am investing more and more into Presearch and encourage you to check it out. And if nothing else, go use their search engine and make a little crypto, even if you're not going to invest in it, because I think you'll be happy to use a decentralized, more secure search engine than what you're probably currently using. And number one is a brand new cryptocurrency. You actually can't even, as the time I'm recording this, exchange it. You can only go and buy it off of their website because it's so new, and that is Tycoin. Tycoin is connected to the NFT project Tykes that I'm a part of, and by staking my Tykes, I'm able to get Tycoin, very similar to ApeCoin, if you're familiar with the Bored Ape Yacht Club project, and then I'm able to use that Tycoin for a lot of different things. One, to rent like Airbnbs that are on their marketplace, or to buy courses that are on their marketplace, or services that are on their marketplace, and their ecosystem in just a few months has expanded so rapidly. I'm blown away by Ryan Pineda and the team at Tykes, and so it is just a project that I am bullish on from an NFT standpoint, but now also from a cryptocurrency standpoint, because they're building kind of this whole ecosystem, this whole cryptocurrency kind of community and network that is incredible, with the things that the utility you can get from purchases with this cryptocurrency I've yet to see in any other project that I've been a part of. So I'm just fired up about being a part of it. I'm continuing to stake my NFTs and looking at even buying or selling services for Tykes, because I want to get as many Tykes or Tycoin as I can, as much Tycoin as I can, because I think it's going to become worth more and more, and the value is going to increase over time. And so I'm really bullish on Tycoin and where that's going, and that whole crypto and NFT project that is forming as they are redefining the future of real estate. So those are my top 8 crypto projects. I want to know, what are you bullish on? What are you believing in 2023? What projects should I check out, or should others check out? Typically you're encouraged not to do that in the comments, but do it. Drop it in the comments. I want to know what other crypto projects, so I can do my research on other projects. I'm always wanting to learn from others, and we'll love to know which of mine are news to you. Which one did you not know about and did you learn about from this video? So drop that in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching this video. We'll talk to you again on the next episode.